Hello and welcome, people. I didn't edit in anything there. It's just broken. And welcome back to the Harry Potter marathon. We're going for the game that I have probably overhyped over the past few entries in the Harry Potter series, and this is going to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PlayStation 1, which I like to just call...
Only 3 languages and not 70. Already this game is the worst.
Well, this is the American version. This is why it's the worst.
Yes, clearly.
But no, I picked the American version because I can scale it up better than the European one. There is nothing wrong with the European one. Well, not more so than there is with this version, as far as I know. But yeah, I like to dub this game Ugly Potter 2. Simply because it is just that ugly. And you may be thinking, oh hey, this looks very similar to the first Harry Potter game on the PlayStation 1, and you wouldn't be wrong. This game looks identical to the first Harry Potter. And here I was showing something very weird. The screen positioning for this version of the game is actually slightly off, as in it doesn't actually show where the edges of the display area are, like it does in the PAL version. It just shows some area of the screen that's mostly in the center, but there is still display beyond it. So,
you know, I always forget that there were actually a few PS1 games that had autosave.
This one has a very awkward one, but I still find it more convenient than having to save on my own.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, just for me, whenever I think autosave, I was like, oh yeah, PS2.
Mm-hmm.
But no, technically it was a PS1 thing first.
Harry Potter's first year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry was very eventful indeed. Along with his friends Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger, Harry had managed to defeat Lord Voldemort, the greatest dark sorcerer of all time. But now Harry was back at number 4 Privet Drive. He was often locked in his room, and even though he was a wizard, he couldn't escape because he wasn't allowed to use magic. Then, one evening towards the end of the summer holidays, a house elf named Dobby appeared. Dobby warned Harry not to return to Hogwarts.
Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts. If Harry Potter goes back, he will be in mortal danger. There is a plot, Harry Potter, a plot to make most terrible things happen.
Dobby disappeared, and shortly after, Ron Weasley and his brothers Fred and George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia to rescue Harry from his prison. Harry told them all about Dobby's warning.
Very fishy. I reckon old Dobby was sent as someone's idea of a joke. Can you think of anyone at school with a grudge against you?
Draco Malfoy.
Eventually, they landed at Ron's house, the Burrow.
Touchdown!
Ron's mother, Molly Weasley, marched across the yard and came to a halt in front of them. She didn't look pleased.
Bed's empty, no note, car gone. Out of my mind with worry.
It seemed to go on for hours, and Mrs. Weasley had shouted herself hoarse before she turned to Harry.
Very pleased to see you, Harry dear. Ronald Weasley, I thought I asked you to stop that ghoul from making such a racket. He's still dropping pipes over the attic floor. It's driving me mad.
Come on, Harry, let's go.
And they did.
So yeah,
You know, still a better introduction than Harry Potter 3.
Yeah, and this is
or 4, for that matter.
Let's forget 4 ever happened. This is how the autosave works. Before a loading screen, it will pop in and just save.
I'm getting Dalmatians flashbacks.
Hello, Harry. Welcome to my home. It's not much. I think it's brilliant. Thanks, Harry. We call it the Burrow. Come on, Harry. If the goal is not the attic door again, we've got to try and find another way in.
The "I think it's brilliant" should be a meme picture.
I see Dad has placed some crates in the garden. Why don't we use them to climb up onto the roof and then into the open attic window? Seeing you've been stuck at the Dursleys for so long, you can practice your knockback jinx on the crates. Remember, you need to press the X button to cast.
Like, just with that model, the PS1 model. Never mind. The one of the few differences this game does have from the first one is that they don't use drawn imagery.
These crates with your knockback jinx. Remember, press the X button to cast.
They don't use drawn images in order to view the story. Instead, they use CG, very similar to the CG used in the PS2 game, the PS2 the second Harry Potter on the PlayStation 2. There's too many of them.
Ronald Weasley, I thought I asked you to stop that ghoul from making such a racket. He's still dropping pipes over the attic floor. It's driving me mad.
Oh dear, Mum's really not happy and I think we should avoid her. But let's climb up onto the roof and jump in through the attic window. Watch me and then follow. To climb onto a crate, walk up to it and use the up directional button.
Ron, why can't we just use the front door?
No. That would mean they would have to.
Okay, your turn, Harry. Push into the small crate to climb on top, and then run over the gap to auto jump.
They would
Thanks,
have
Lara
to like.
Croft.
They would have to like program another room. And this is a perfectly fine location on its own.
I see loading time. There we go.
To calm down the ghoul. He's banging and dropping pipes and it's driving Mum mad. Use your directional buttons to move the chest. Try and catch 60 pipes before they land on the floor and make a terrible racket. Right, Harry, let's get to it.
So, let me just ask straight away, why is there a ghoul throwing pipes in the fucking attic?
Because he's pissed. And we just don't ask it. We need to catch 60 because before they make a terrible racket, because that's exactly enough. Enough for what? I
Also,
don't know.
where are these pipes even coming from? Are they the plumbing of the house? Because, like, by now their plumbing system should be fucked if that's the case. Or alternatively, why does a ghoul just randomly carry 60 pipes with it?
It carries more than 60, but 60 is enough. Enough for what? I do not know, but it's enough.
Okay.
Get used to that. This game does not
Also,
want
that
to
ghoul's
make
not even,
sense.
like, standing. It's, like, floating.
Collision is hard.
Nice work, Harry. That'll shut him up for a while. Thanks for helping with the ghoul.
So is he your pet?
Now I need you boys to denome the garden for me. Go find Mr. Weasley. He's by the shed messing about with non-magical junk.
Actually, yes. It's kind of like a pet. They actually mention him in the book.
Oh yeah.
They had a ghoul and they were like, oh, I wish we had a house elf, because this ghoul is worthless. It's only making a racket. So, yes, they actually took something from the book that wasn't even mentioned once in the movies.
Right, let's go find
Right. Remember now.
Sound effect.
He didn't even fully open that fucking fence. He just phased
Clipping.
through it.
Clipping.
He See, at least we actually opened it.
Even Ron knows the
Dad
clipping.
leaves his junk everywhere. It drives Mum mad. Try smashing these barrels with a fully charged knockback, Jinx, so we can get through the gate.
Ron, why do I have to do all your chores for you?
And this game, actually, way more so than the PlayStation 2 version, actually requires you to use a fully charged spell for all of things.
I gotta say, Harry's voice actor has improved.
Nice casting, Harry.
He's definitely
Come on,
quicker.
let's go and find Dad.
Like, he's putting a lot more oomph in all of his lines, I noticed.
Mm-hmm. And yes, the auto-saving pretty much saves on nearly every loading screen. So in turn, it extends loading times.
Ginny's over by the Puffs game patch. Why don't you go and chat to her? She's been a bit shy lately. I wonder why. I'm off to see what Dad's up to.
It's because she's getting ready to fight those space wizards.
Mm-hmm. It will take exactly 3 more books, but you know, she's got to get that space shampoo and a bit of perfume.
Hello, Harry. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ginny. I'm just looking after a pass game, making sure that Fred and George don't use it as a bludger when they play Quidditch. Guide the puff skein over to the bushes and it'll eat them, revealing every flavour beans that you can collect. Beans can be used to buy famous witches and wizards cards from Fred and George at Hogwarts. If you guide the puff skein over to the bushes, it'll eat them, and you may be able to find a famous witches and wizards card. Whenever you get a wizard card, it is put into your folio magi. Press the select button. This will show you the folio magi and the wizard cards you've collected at that point. There are 2 types of famous witches and wizards cards, the silver cards and the 4 special gold founder cards.
I actually
enjoy the burrow, Harry.
I actually completely forgot what was the button, so I never actually go to the folio magi. Let's put it this way. I was checking some settings and I was actually away when this tutorial was playing.
Oh, well. Holy shit, that thing's getting huge.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it gets bigger than this. You can actually flipendo it down to size.
Well done, Harry. Here's a famous witches and wizards card.
Felix.
It was still eating in the background.
Oh yeah, and it still is.
Harry. He's gone off to see Dad, I think. It's this way.
And it actually is still eating. See? It's busy.
Oh my god, it's gonna eat everything, and then it's gonna eat you!
Nah.
God damn it, Nico.
It's adorable.
You're a disgrace to Troll 2 fans everywhere. Friggin'... I wish it did still keep getting bigger, because then, like, by the end of this, it'd be Godzilla-sized.
That would be pretty impressive. And it's not like they would be too concerned about the clipping, right?
I know, right?
It's pretty quick.
That's something no PS game is ever concerned about.
No. I mean, remember Dalmatians.
Yeah. Wow, you're a dick, Nico.
See? You can cut it down to size.
Nico, please, now it's even smaller than it was.
Harry. See you later.
It's cuter that way.
So does this mean that Hermione's lotion is space
Hello,
lotion?
Harry. I'm Arthur Weasley. I was wondering if you'd help me de-gnome the garden. It's just through the gate, but you'll need the de-gnoming gloves to grab the gnomes. Unfortunately, I seem to have lost them under all this junk. Use your Wingardium Leviosa spell to charm and move the junk. Holding the X button levitates each piece of junk. Use your directional buttons to move the junk about, and press the triangle button to drop it onto the rocks and break the junk up.
Why are they so insistent on using the word
Could
junk?
you charm them and drop them onto the rocks, please? Maybe we can find those gloves. I know I left them round here somewhere.
Also, he's literally asking you to just break all his stuff. That's kind of weird.
I mean, he does pretty much say that.
I think I need to drop the... Remember, Harry, it's just like the charms class last year. Better find the denoming gloves. We can't denome without them. Lift up the crates and then drop them on the rocks below.
And it's actually important to drop
I will
them.
be off sleeping.
No, it is actually important to drop them from a distance, because otherwise they won't break.
That's right, Harry. Keep going.
Break all of my junk. To move the
So
junk about.
he wants like a 11-year-old kid to break his junk. That's pretty messed up.
Ah, Dad's leaving his junk everywhere. It's driving Mom mad. I'm quoting the game. Excuse me.
It's awful.
Well done, Harry. Nice work. You found the denoming gloves. Here they are.
Thanks for helping Dad out, Harry. You've also learned how to charm objects. I'm sure that will come in very handy. The sooner we denome the garden, the sooner we can get some sleep. I'm exhausted.
Oh my god, it's canon!
I never said it wasn't.
It's canon!
It never gets old, does it?
No!
Just need to get some sleep. But no, actually I have to give them this. This is the only game where Ron and Hermione are actually like active and useful.
Time to put these denoming gloves to good use. Mum wants us to throw these gnomes over the fence and into that field if there's no magical junk. To fling a gnome, you're going to need a good run up. Hit the square button as quick as you can to build up speed. Once you reach the fence, you begin spinning on the spot. Press the triangle button when you're ready to throw the gnome. You get points for distance and for hitting the targets.
Yeah, no, it's just like...
Yeah, I was actually, earlier I wanted to make a joke about how they were like, oh, thanks to his friends he won the day, and I was gonna be like, what do you mean thanks to our friends? We did all the fucking work in the first game.
Yeah, like in this one, they actually like went through everything and made sure that both Ron and Hermione did have a fairly big, like a lot of influence on what was going on, and they actually did stuff, which I really liked. But yeah, Ron still loves to sleep.
Good. As it should be.
And yes, this mini game, much different from the one on the PS2. It actually works much better too.
Yeah. This whole tutorial section seems to be a bit better than the PS2 one.
Yeah, like on the PS2 it just happens. And this car is like the most impossible thing to hit ever.
Which you think it wouldn't be, considering it's a fucking car, but...
No, it took me 2 entire attempts to actually hit it. And I think there may be like a special reward for hitting all of these special targets. Like, it would make sense that they would give you 5 points shy.
You are a gnome-throwing marvel. That was really good fun. Do you want to play again?
Yes, because those points will mock me forever.
I know the feeling.
But no, this time I concentrate specifically on that car because it seems like an easy enough target. So I fought.
Nope. Just denied.
It's like, it just has reverse gravity or something. Like, look at this. Nah.
Oh, come on. Quit game. Forever.
I was looking if there was a reset minigame button, which I wish they inserted that. I feel that every game that has as many... there we go, nah. I feel that every game that has this many minigames should have a reset minigame button, especially since some of them can go on for a little while.
Yeah.
And past a certain point, you just know you're not gonna succeed.
On. That should have counted.
You know, like, at this point I'm like, yeah, this is just not gonna happen ever. This is the most... it just defies gravity.
Finally.
Yeah. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with my aim.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's worth a lot for such a big target.
That's your all-time highest score. That was really good fun. Do you want to play?
No.
No, and actually in this game, there is no drawback for resigning from completing a minigame. Because, like, they're only available at certain points in the story. However, they actually thought of that.
Hello there. Fancy a wizard duel?
A wizard duel?
Don't tell me you've never taken part in a wizard duel. You've got a lot to learn, Harry.
Is this safe? Of course it's safe. Well, mostly.
Does it have the same dueling system as the PC version?
No, but it's also good.
Okay.
Like, this does not have the frame rate to pull off the PC version dueling system, but I will tell you, it's heavens above the PS2 dueling system.
Good.
Okay, dueling is really simple. All you have to do is try and hit your opponent with the knockback jinx. Every time you hit your opponent, you get closer to disarming him.
And don't forget, fully charged knockback jinxes can be cast by holding the X button down and then releasing it. But don't worry, Harry, Fred'll go easy on you this time.
Okay, let's duel.
And then he pulls out a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Duel!
So,
Wow, Nico, you're getting wrecked.
yeah, this is just a tutorial, so they're actually doing less damage. But I was trying to take advantage of a mechanic that this game has, but it wasn't introduced yet, so it just does not trigger.
Look at that. This is turning into a classic now.
See, the thing about this version's dueling system is that there actually is no Expelliarmus. There is no way to actually avoid getting damaged, aside from dodging.
You won the first round.
Get ready! Duel!
Which actually makes it quite interesting, because you actually have to time your dodges pretty well and predict when your enemy is going to throw a spell and like move at just the right moment, because their spells auto-aim similarly to yours. And as you can see, the AI is very aggressive. They're not just sitting there, they're moving, they're dodging, they're charging spells at random. It's very unpredictable and really fun that way.
Expelliarmus!
Well done, Harry. Now let's try again. But this time we'll introduce some special jinxes.
Good idea, Fred.
See that TV? See the way it's sparkling? That means it's got a special jinx in it. To get the special jinx, you have to force me to hit the TV with one of my jinxes.
That will release an orb that you can run over and pick up. Anything that sparkles like the TV has got a special jinx in it, so remember to look out for the sparkles.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Special jinxes can only be cast using the circle button. That's important. Come on, let's give it a try.
Get ready! Jewel!
So this is exactly what I was talking about before, the mechanic that they didn't quite introduce yet. That's why I was hiding behind that TV.
Special jinx!
Is one of the special jinxes the red flipendo from the first game?
Actually, there is a red spell, yes.
Good.
Well done, Harry. You won the first round.
Also, why is there no music for duels?
Get ready!
There isn't for this one. Or maybe my PS1 just messed up. This is exactly possible. This is completely possible because, well, as good as this game is, it's glitchy as all hell.
Yeah.
And as you can see, the AI is actually smart enough to take advantage of the special jinxes themselves. They'll collect them, they'll run over them, and they will actually use them. They'll also use the places that spawn the special jinxes as cover. They're smart.
Why isn't there an online version of Wizard Dueling yet?
Like I wish there was something like this. Like not necessarily like this, but like the PC version one, because the PC version was really fun with that.
Oh yeah. Wow. Failed.
Oh yeah, this happens. Like you can actually lose, but I never actually felt like it was like I was losing because the game cheated me or like the AI was just like taking advantage of something I can't take advantage of. It's actually very fair. And you can protect from special jinxes just like from regular spells by sitting behind something. There are a few variations of the special jinxes and you get it randomly. I don't know how much different.
So when are we gonna get a kart racing game? Harry Potter.
Harry Potter kart racing?
Yes.
Why wasn't that a minigame in this game?
Wow, look at that! You're a natural, Harry.
No.
There will be more duels, just no more of that one.